Hey YouTube, this is TechnoGuy44 here. It's my camera, but you can see me. I got a little video for you today about different knives, what they can do, what they're meant to do, and their durableness. In the cold steel category, we got Super Edge and Mini Pal, the Recon 1. In another category, some of that CRKT, the Dogfish, Kershaw Leak, and Spyderco Tenacious. Alright, each of these knives has a different purpose in my life and a purpose in the real world. Alright, for starters, first cut test we're going to do is Yu-Gi-Oh card. Alright, we're going to start with the Super Edge. Not that bad. Looks like a little square piece. Mini Pal. Look at the little triangle. Kind of like that almost. Now for the Leak. Let's start a different set this time. The Dogfish. A little uneven there, as you can see, but not bad. Recon 1. Back the way so you guys can see it better. Cut it in half. Now for the Tenacious. That's all that's left after the Tenacious. This is much sharper than the Recon because it's brand new, but the Recon is still sharp even after I've used it about probably 100 times or so. Now, I'm going to get into something interesting. Where I work, we have these giant zip ties, and a lot of knives, can't go through it. Here's a knife that I used to use when I worked there, where I used to work, which was this, the Dogfish. Goes through it relatively well. Let's try it again. It takes a little more time to drag it through. More, like this side. It goes through it better because it's like designed for an outdoor knife to rip through it. So it's not that bad. Let's try the Leak. Get it set up there for you. That one didn't do so good. See, it's still attached. It got through it, but not in one swipe. So that's fun. Let's try it again. Go to the end. There we go. That's pretty impressive. This is a Kershaw, and I've sharpened it myself. Not factory sharp, but myself. Dogfish I expected to. Now, let's see what you guys think of this. Now, I'm going to reverse the grip so it's this way, because that's the best way to hold it. And I'm just going to rip through it. Now, the difference between the ones I did before and this one is the amount of effort it took. With this, I'm just going to do just one quick step instead of, pushing on it and dragging it. The little serrations on there, you can see them, is what does the trick. Super Edge. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Recon 1. Now there's two sides to this. There's serrations and non-serrations. I'm going to start with non-serrations first. The actual tip point, this part, is cut with very little effort. A little more effort than the serration side because it's a flat edge. Same thing with the Kershaw. Now the bottom flat edge, which is that part. My thumb placed, very little effort, somewhat effort there. Now with the serrations, put on the base, nothing. Serrations, this is a great knife to use with. Only problem is that little rattling here is there's a little pin inside that's been come loose. Be careful if you get this not to drop it. And finally, the Tenacious. That took a little more effort because it's plain edge, but not as much as I thought it would. Alright, so we just put it towards the edge of the blade, so about that. The end. Ta-da! Nothing to it. Now, before I go and wrap this up, I'm going to do a little notebook here. Get some paper out, do a piercing test between all my knives. We'll start with the littlest. serrations cut on there. Again, because the Spyderco's new, it cuts relatively easy. Now this thing I did a review on before, and I still highly recommend it. It's a good knife. The lock is no play, but for a really heavy duty work knife like in a warehouse, I still recommend the Recon 1. For EDC carry and self-defense, I recommend the Recon 1. I recommend any of these knives, to be honest, for self-defense. Even this little one, like, you know, it looks small, but this thing can do a ton of damage. This one too, definitely this one, because, you know, you can punch with it. This one, to some degree, yes. I'd recommend the Tenacious 2, because it's sharp and takes a lot to wear it down, just like the Recon 1. This is my second favorite, but my still all-time favorite, folders, is, and always probably will be, except for me if I get a tie light or an AK, will be my Recon 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave comments, questions, anything. If you have more questions on knives and stuff, go to Zombinator100's channel. He's got great videos, great guy, probably my best friend. He'll tell you a lot of stuff that you need to know. I actually answered the question myself, which was sharper, Spyderco, right here, or Cold Steel. To be honest, they're both the same, except this one's a little duller, because I've used it more. Anyways, this is Techno Guy 44. Leaving now. Keep on keeping on.